How's it going, guys? My name is Jerry with Aesthetic Auto Detailing, and today we're going to talk about my signature wash in 2025.
So, is your signature wash the first package you offer, or where does it land?
It's actually my second. The reason why it's my second is because my first package on my website is more of like an exterior wash. So it's going to be the exterior wash, tires are greased and shined, windows cleaned on the outside, but it includes spray wax. Yeah, that way my clients, it's kind of worth like both of our time. When I'm going over there, I'm just doing that quick wash, including that, and then I head out, but they kind of get a little more bang for their buck as well. This client's actually a first-time client. I've been communicating with them, I would say, for about 2 weeks now. The first time he called me, he was saying that he's like new to the area, and he was looking for somebody to like take care of like his mom's car and his car. And then he called me again, talked a little bit more about it. Then we were trying to schedule something. He wasn't available, and finally it just worked out for today. And so he was like, hey man, you know what, it's kind of tight where I live. Do you mind if I just drop it off to you? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna do a signature wash on, this is his mom's car, and then I'll do his car after.
And because it's a new client, you think we could walk around, kind of inspect it before you start to see what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do?
Yeah, definitely. All right, so first things first, we are going to do, an exterior wash, degrease and shine the tires and all that, and clean the door jambs, windows clean inside and out. As for the interior, it's going to be general wipe down and a vacuum. Usually for like, sometimes I get clients to where they don't really touch the interior, so I have clients all the time asking like, hey, you guys do maintenance packages, or if I do multiple vehicles, can I get a discount? I get those almost daily, man. So I always tell them, look, if you're trying to get on my maintenance plan, the first time I work in your vehicle, it's always going to be full price, because I need to pretty much dial it in to where I need it, and then we could start working on those, maintenance packages. Because once I detail it that first time, if they stay on top of it, it's not going to be as much work. We all know maintenance packages probably only supposed to take hour and a half max. If you're spending 2-3 hours on that package, it's supposed to be something quick. You're not really making your money's worth unless you're charging, but then it wouldn't be considered a maintenance package after that.
What do you think of the headlights?
Headlights are pretty bad. That was one of the first things that stood out to me. Every time I work on a client's vehicle at my house, I always like to back it in. One, because it kind of looks kind of cool, but main purpose is because when I'm working on it and it's pulled in, the doors close on me. So when I back it in, obviously, look, it's staying open. So I walked out, took a look at it, and yeah, I saw this. So guys, I've done this a couple of times. I'm kind of like picky on who I'm gonna do it for, and it also depends on the package of the vehicle. But let me know, would you guys hook this up? Just something quick, you're not gonna be sanding it, you're not gonna be doing ceramic coating on it or anything. But for the headlights, would you guys do like a quick fix, just to kind of give them that wow factor, Drop it down in the comments below.
Always starting with the wheels, Jerry?
Yeah, always.
Why is that? Why does everybody do it?
So before I even started detailing, that was just kind of what I did. I didn't really have a purpose. It was just, that's what I was doing. But when I started detailing, I noticed that people would do that first just because they don't want to, do this first, like wash it. And then when you're down here, it's all wet already, like this is the dirtiest part of the vehicle. So that would be my reasoning. I mean, everybody's got their own, scientific like reason and all that, but yeah, that's what works for me.
All right, Jerry, when it comes to soap, man, what do you like to use on new clients?
So I usually like to use just like a basic, like a pink wash and wax soap. It's from Auto Detail Supply Outlet in Baldwin Park. This is one of those where this is like the bare minimum, like this is what I use. Nothing less than that, just because I've had clients that I've had 4 or 5 years plus, And every time I wash their car, there was like, I don't know what you use, but my car always looks shiny after. And it's just that soap, you know? It's not like something crazy expensive or anything. Gets the job done. And that's something where I feel like, especially beginners, you know, could kind of like do a little more because they want to go straight into like the most expensive stuff and all that. Sometimes, you know, you just stay with the basic things and they'll get the job done.
And also another thing I've heard, and let me know if you agree or disagree, it's all about the client.
Oh, yeah.
What they think.
Yep.
It's not what detailers think.
Yeah.
So, what's your interior cleaner?
New Clean still.
New Clean by
Auto Detail Supply Outlet in Baldwin Park. I'm thinking about dabbling with like other products as well, but I buy a bunch of my stuff in bulk just so it lasts me. And I mean, I still got probably like 10 gallons left maybe. Yeah.
Hey, the windows sound kind of rough, man. You hear that?
Yeah, the windows, the whole car really. You could tell the paint's been a little neglected. They really could use like a clay bar. At minimum, I would, you know, highly suggest like a paint enhancement. But, you know, we'll see. Once the client gets here, I'll let them know, you know, this is what I saw. This is what I would suggest that you get next. But I know he was kind of talking to me about like his budget and everything. So we'll see what we could work out. This is for his mom's car too.
All right, Jerry, tire shine, man.
Yep.
Well, what do you like to use?
So I like to use Speed Tire Shine from 3D. I use two actually from 3D. So that's the first one. That one I actually use a little applicator pad, and I use those for like smaller tires, like sedan tires, for example. I don't always do that, but I noticed that one keeps like a glossier shine longer. Their other tire shine that I use is Ultra Shine. And the reason why, which is this one right here, Ultra Protectant actually. The reason why I use it is because it's a little more liquidy, so I'm able to spray it, and I apply it with this brush right here. The reason why I use that is because sometimes I get a lot of like trucks that have like, you know, all-terrain, you know, tires and all that, and it's really hard to apply dressing with a regular applicator pad. So once I kind of use this little combo right here, made my life a lot easier. So it really just depends on like what tire I'm working with and the job. All right guys, so that's my breakdown of my signature wash in 2025. But if you guys are looking for a detail in the West Covina area, here are some additional things that you should know before booking an appointment. First things first is this package I mainly offer for like clients within like a 15 to 20 mile radius. You know, if it's just gonna be one vehicle. Obviously, if it's like 3 or more vehicles, I'm willing to like travel a little more. And dog hair, for example, that one is it's additional, just because it takes more time. You know, I gotta use like more tools, my Tornador, pet hair brushes, depending on the condition of the vehicle as well. And if you guys are interested in the service, roughly for sedans, we give ourselves about like a 2-hour window. So if you guys are ready to book, make sure to book us through the website, aestheticautodetailing.com, the Instagram, or you could call or text me at 626-893-6810. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay blessed.